distinguished guests, and champions of inclusion. I'm sure at one time or the other, we have walked into some busy airport. Thousands of people, different languages, different cultures, different abilities, different ages. At first glance, it might seem like chaos, but airports function because they are designed to work for everyone, not just one type of traveler. Clear signs, ramps, elevators, announcements, multiple languages, these aren't special accommodations. They are thoughtful design. That's what inclusion is. It's not about doing something extra for a few people. It's about designing workplaces where everyone can succeed, where everyone has the opportunity to write their best story. On behalf of the Bombay Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I, Stina Joy, welcome you to the Bombay Chamber Inclusion Forum and Awards 2026. To set the tone for the forum, I now invite Meenakshi Priyam, Chair DEI Committee, Bombay Chamber, and SVP and Head of HR, Auto, Mahindra & Mahindra Limited. A huge round of applause for Meenakshi, who has been the driving force behind the forum and awards.
Hi everyone, good afternoon, good evening. How are we? There's not enough energy in this room. Come on, how are we? Fantastic. It's a smaller cohort. Why don't you guys come forward? Is that okay? Come forward, occupy the chairs if you can. It is a dialogue. I'm feeling I'm very distant from all of you. So give me company a little bit and come forward if you can. Thank you. See, emotions always work. Huh? When you say I'm feeling distant from you, it works. People do come, please come forward and take the table and chair here. So firstly, can we close the door, Stina and Jayashree? That'll be great. So warm welcome to all of you once again, right? This is a pre-awards session. We do it closed door with a set of you. The idea came from the fact that when we started this journey a few years back, the companies who sort of nominated themselves and came together said, hey, can we have a forum where we have a dialogue with each other? The inclusion practitioners, the CXOs who are interested in inclusion, the other business leaders. And we said, yeah, why not? We should do that. So this is a closed forum to really get that dialogue going. So by intent, you are coming in before the award ceremony to sort of do a dialogue in a closed group. It is not just one-way dialogue. There will be conversations which Deloitte, which is our thought partner, will come in and have and lead us through. Let me pause here and sort of reflect personally for you. I mean, it's inclusion as a topic is something which I connect very, very deeply with at a personal level, right? I believe that inclusion is a topic that unless you connect deeply at a personal level, you don't make movement on. Would you agree? Yeah? Right? So it is actually all about connection to your heart, as much as it is about the head. But what we need to do is that we need to bring out that connection of our heart in words so that we can touch other people's minds and hearts both together. Right? I think inclusion is that journey. When we started out, as many of you know, we had Diversity, Equity and Inclusion Award. And over the last 4 years, what we've realized is that this entire journey has taken a very meaningful shift. Why do I mean a meaningful shift? When 2 years back, it's a closed room conversation. When 2 years back, countries, right, specifically a country, decided that diversity is no longer really a great topic to have a discussion on, we were wondering at Bombay Chambers, how would this conversation go forward, right? Because there were pressures in the organization to say, don't talk about it as an agenda. So all of a sudden being a very strategic agenda, being reported in reports, annual reports, board conversation, it became almost in certain segments a taboo topic. What happened after that is what I think has been a greatly meaningful journey, because what has happened after that is, with that, we have seen organizations continue to steer forward, right? Definitely there have been organizations who sort of have thought, should we openly talk about it? Is this an agenda? But I think many organizations have meaningfully recrafted their journey but have not given up. And that tells you it was not an agenda which was necessarily only because it was right thing to do as seen externally. A lot of companies who did very well benefited from it and understood that this really drives their business strategy and business impact. And that has been the most heartening to see. What is very, very heartening to see also is that many of the companies in a particular geography may not be openly talking about it, but continue with some really great practices. But many other companies, and actually Indian companies, have really stepped up a very, very meaningful journey. What do I mean when I say meaningful? Inclusion today is no longer just about numbers. The entire rhetoric on number has gone down and gone away. Do you agree with that? There are no quotas being spoken about as deeply. But it still is moving forward. And I think that is a right and correct shift, because it is moving forward with purpose of driving the right outcomes. Right? It's no longer about get larger diversity alone, but it is a lot about how do I make diversity work for me. And that crafted the second set of conversation for us at the industry forum, which says, what do companies that are driving this do, which is very, very unique to them? And I am very, very privileged to have lived across multiple cities, countries. I'm a small town girl who was born to two teacher parents, and yeah, it's really, really been a privilege. Oftentimes have been a lone person in a room, either because of my gender or because of my age, oftentimes. But so the topic is very, very close to me. But if you were to start thinking about what really drives inclusion, there are two big pillars that I reflected basis my journey, basis some of the conversation with our thought partner in Deloitte, and basis what I see organizations do. And those two were, are organizations working on enabling belongingness? What does belonging mean? It's actually in the word. If you long for a place when you're not there, it's belong. Right? If you really long to be somewhere, it means you belong there. Right? Because your heart tugs at it. And you can keep doing deep discussion on what is belonging, but it is an emotion. Would you agree? You belong to something, it means you long to be there because it allows you to be who you are. You belong in a family. What does it do? It may fight with you, but it sort of gets your good things. And it allows you to be. Right? You belong in a tribe. And hence belonging meant that you can be whoever you want to be and succeed with it in a workplace. Right? And belonging to me hence was very core and central to being and longing to be being in that place. Okay? Second, that we thought was very, very crucial to inclusion, because, you can keep doing, I keep hearing quotes on inclusion. It's like, not just being invited to the party, but to the dance floor. It's not just watching the rain, but dancing in it. But like, what is it really? Yes, but how do you sort of define that? What will make you dance in the rain and not just be watching if there's something happening, right? So it is that piece of belonging. And the second element of it is expression. Because expression, what differentiates human beings from everybody else? What differentiates us from all the other species, No, they also have, all the others also have emotion and feeling, right? A dog has, a cat has, another animal has. Intelligence, yes, yes. And what else? Intelligence is in varied degree, right? Across. What else? What is it that defines us? Actually, what is it that enabled us to go from almost lower end of the food chain to the highest end of the food chain? Part of it is intelligence. Chance, okay. Choice. Voice. Choice. Yeah, choice, which is linked to intelligence. You make choice. What else? Social paradigm. Yeah, it's very, very interesting actually. If you do read the research, one of the biggest things that human beings have and that allowed our journey, apart from, of course, the fact that our gut started taking less of our blood and energy, and hence that it transferred to the brain and the brain evolved, is the fact that we could story tell. That we could tell stories. What stories did it? It allowed us to congregate. Because honestly, who are we? We are the lowest level of food chain. Somebody attacks us. What helps us is congregation. How did congregation happen? Because you created tribes and mythology to bring in religion and political structures. You created identity. And all of a sudden, it was not a single person, but organized in big manner. And everything was around stories. Right? That's how religion evolved. Through stories, through scriptures, through expression. And expression is very, very core to us. Hence, how are we able to express or not, right? If you see a dictatorial regime is often talked about in terms of expression. A democracy is often spoken about in terms of expression, right? Expression is one element that allows us to start centering around who we are as human beings, and do we feel comfortable and confident, and do we feel we can be happy and build something together. And hence expression, why you think organizations like yours talk about value of psychological safety and expression. Because expression allows you to build on great things. Expression allows you to connect through stories. Expression allows you to express what you like and dislike. Expression allows you to connect with other people and create a congregation. What we are doing today is expression. We are creating a closed door event for that. And these two pillars, hence, belonging and expression, to my mind, became core pillars of what would drive inclusion. And we actually saw and witnessed that all the good companies, all the great companies who were doing this were not just companies who were measuring numbers. They were companies like yours. They were driving belonging and they were driving expression. And that's what made them very inclusive. Second thing we did is we said, hence, let's talk about inclusion, because when you are inclusive, when word spreads that XYZ company is inclusive, it automatically attracts more diversity. Because it seeps into your processes. It seeps into your culture. You build a brand around it. It starts seeping into how you design policies and your thinking. Then you don't need a monitor of a number, because you actually have solved it with a pull of the right kind. Does that echo with you? Yeah? Does that echo with you? Yeah? And that is the reason why we moved to calling it Inclusion Awards. That is the evolution that we've seen. And thank you all for being this really, really amazing part of it, stepping in. Thank you for keeping the flag flying high irrespective of what's happening externally. Thanks for continuing to have this conversation, because believe me, we do it for conversation. This is one event, as you all know, there's not a single product presentation. There's no paid sponsor here. Deloitte also works with us free. They work for the joy of being inclusive and driving inclusion. They get their stuff on research and business cases and everything else, right? And the brand, but they don't really, and really I'm thankful for that, because they spend a lot of time coming in for goodness of the fact that this is important for the industry. So this is in that sense unique. Thank you, and well done to them and all of us. So all of us give it their passion despite of extremely busy career, because what I said in the beginning, what did I say in the beginning? Let's see if you're paying attention. Because sense of belonging and deep connection to the topic. You will not be able to move this agenda. I can bet my dollar that each of you is deeply feeling in your heart of why inclusion is important. And that's what making you come on a half rainy Bombay, weathering the Bombay traffic to be in this room for a conversation. And that is just amazing, and may the tribe grow. And with that, I'll hand it over to Nikhil. I think you're Stina, for you to have a lovely next 1 hour, and even better after that, we have some great set of speakers, we have great conversation, and you will get to see who the Inclusion Award winners are. You will also please have a very active conversation, network, get the numbers, get a group going on inclusion, keep the conversation going. And by the way, if any of you wants to have the heart and are ready to create time and join us in the journey, just drop your number and name with Stina. We would love for people to not just come in for this, but become part of the Chamber's body that works on this topic. Yeah? Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Meenakshi, for your inclusive thoughts.